Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Jeff has his Motor Minute. I'll review the new 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross. And we hope to have a mystery guest joining us.
All right.
A pleasant rodeo good morning to you.
Yeehaw.
Along with Mike out of this world, Mars.
And yippee-i-o Don.
And Mr. Jeffrey, we always need more Jeff Zekin. And David Ainsley, our chief engineer and bottle washer. And Don Armstrong, glad you could join us today. It's a beautiful day here in Houston, Texas. Not so much in Tehran.
Yeah.
Because apparently we're bombing Tehran at the moment.
Yeah.
And now you've had the latest news.
That's it.
As if you didn't know, and you may be living under a rock somewhere, but that seems to be the big news of the day, along with the fact that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade is just now kicking off.
Yep, it kicked off behind us, right here.
Yeah.
Behind Mike, too.
Well,
we're racing.
We took a still photograph earlier yesterday when we were down at Memorial Park for the gathering before the parade today. And so that's what you're seeing behind. That's what you're seeing behind us.
Yeah. We got a
muscled up
2-horsepower
stallions.
Yeah, Mike's got
just
one.
like me and Jeff.
And I might throw somebody in the hoosgowl.
What, Sheriff Jeff?
There you go.
By golly, you got your bullet in your pocket, sir?
In your pocket?
I went to school with Barney.
Barney. You learned all the ropes, so to speak.
Oh, ropes.
And
it's good for tying.
If you're just listening and not watching, I pulled out my rodeo hat that I bought, 50 years ago at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
But that's not where it started.
From Bailey's of Fort Worth. And I bought it at the rodeo.
I got mine from my dad, but this all started over 2 margaritas last night at dinner.
Yeah,
we decided
to break out our
this.
rodeo hats.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
So I'm texting Mike at like 9:00 at night.
I wonder if they have a little car display as rolling down the rodeo parade today.
Yeah,
probably not.
Well, you don't think so? No. Queens. No, those are in the back of the wagons. Yeah, that's it.
The celebrities sitting on the T-tops of the 1977 Corvette that's got, fenders hanging off.
Trans Am or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Old 427 Chevy Impala.
So anyway, there's the setup for today's show. It's a 2-hour show. We're both in the remote studios here in the Houston, Texas area. And then we go far east.
We're going to tip our hats.
Not quite that far east, but far, far east. And what was I Dream of Jeannie's master? Not Tony Nelson, but the guy that was in Saudi Arabia or wherever he was.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know.
Something Habib or whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I never got into it quite that far.
Yeah. Well, I am. I got into it.
Obviously.
I think his chaps are too tight.
I'm not wearing anything.
Boy.
They're cut out in the back.
Sure they are.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, so we're waiting for our first guest. And Mr. Mars, I guess that you will be the first one to tell us that our first guest has arrived.
Yeah, I got to do a little hunting, so I'm going to step offside here for a second.
All right. Yeah, give him a call and
give us
some butt chewing.
There you go.
There you go. Well, that's you. Why are we looking at you?
Well, I guess we'll do it.
We don't want to look at you.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Okay. So I have some standby stuff here that I wanted to tell you about.
All righty.
2 weeks. It is 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
14th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 14th. We're going to go to the Mega Meet 2K26. Okay, too long. But 2K26, the Mega Meet at Team Gilman.
Yep.
And that's going to be one of the Gilman dealerships. I believe it's the Subaru dealership that's up on
neat.
Up in the Spring area
there you
on
go.
45, the North Freeway as you're headed to Dallas. 18202 is going to be the address. And we're going to do a live or remote broadcast from there from 10 to 1? I think it's 10 to 1.
Yep.
And so a 3-hour bonus hour next in the next 2 weeks.
Yippee-i-o.
So one more week in the studio. Then we have another event right after that.
Back to back.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be
Lupe
the
Tortilla.
Tailpipes and Tacos. So anyway, and you'll hear them in the promos that you'll be hearing on the show today. And so be sure and write that down. Come along with us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun trip.
We'll put you in our posse. Head on out.
We'll put you in our posse. That teeters on the edge for me, and I'm not even going to go there.
Okay.
So that's not going to work. I did bring along some interesting stuff this week. I really don't want to do it just quite yet because I've got it scheduled for later in the hour.
I've got something real quick for you. while
Yes,
you're
please do.
Going through that, we got Formula One starting in a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about that in the racing calendar. But the Cadillac and Mario Andretti and all that team going for Formula One, they've actually named the first chassis after Mario Andretti. It's a Mac 26, it's MAC-26 chassis. It's the first one off the line. They're going to use.
Well, wouldn't that be Ma?
No, it's MAC. Well,
What's
I know.
the
I
C
thought about
for?
that too. Well, I guess it's whatever he goes by. He's
Mario
called Mac.
Andretti
Something Mac that he's been going by for all his life. So
Mattress Mac.
okay,
Sponsored by Mattress Mac.
the Cadillac chassis. No, but he's very honored for that. So you got the Ferrari engine, you got a Cadillac chassis, or chassis. Put the livery together, and they named it after Mario.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
I think he bought his way into the
Well,
Formula One,
he's
didn't
been around since the '60s, winning.
he? Yeah.
Open wheel. In fact, open wheel. We'll talk about all that during racing, but it's all firing up. It's all getting stirred into the
Well,
pot.
you know what else is firing up?
What?
And that is cruise in and car show season.
Yes.
And, one of the things that I pride myself in is the fact that all winter long, so to speak, in Houston, whatever that is, you get your car ready for the car show, the spring car show. Now, for me, the spring car show has traditionally been, in the past 5 years, the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, which
Right.
happens in April.
Right.
But it's a little bit later than most of the other shows, cruise-ins in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the car show season is going to be well underway by the time the Hot Rod Tour starts.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we all try to do is get our car ready for whatever, whether they're going to show it in a parking lot or we're going to take it on the Hot Rod Tour of
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
And the very first thing you always look at is the finish on the car. And you go, yeah, first of all, we need to wash it.
Right.
Mine has not been washed since last August. I've got a garage for it now.
Yeah.
I don't have to,
Yeah.
get out there
I
and scrub
understand,
it up
yeah.
all the time. So,
And it's not a daily driver, so you really put that in the back of your mind.
yeah,
You only
but
gonna
it's
wash
time.
it
It's time for a wash job.
and break it out.
Yeah. And the other thing is that I need to do is I need to clean the K&N air filter, which has been a couple of years. But you have to understand, I don't even drive 2,000 miles a year in that car. So it isn't as red as it normally would be with a freshly rejuvenated K&N filter. But I need to do that. And, some detailing, really need to get inside.
There's a process to that, don't you? Have to oil it or wash it, or
You have to
there's
wash
some
it.
process
You've
to
got,
it.
yeah, you've got some cleaning stuff that you put in there.
Solution.
Some solution, and then you get out there with the hose and you wash it out from the inside out.
Oh.
So you squirt it from the inside
Inside.
of the filter out, and then you got to let it dry. Takes a couple of days for that to
Oh,
happen.
wow. Well, in your case, it's okay. You could a week for you.
Correct. And then you juice it up with the red K&N filter juice, which is oil, is basically what it is.
Like a petroleum jelly type.
I think
or
so. I
kind of
don't.
thick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the actual contents of it, but that's what you put in there. And of course, I always put too much, and then it winds up dripping all over the place. So hang it out underneath the tree and let it drip away until it's done dripping, and then you stick it back in the car. And for me, it has the K&N filter box, if you want to call it that, hookup connection, which is
It's air intake.
married to the original metered intake on the manifold. And
You
none
got
of
you
that
got a map
stuff-
sensing unit on that.
Yeah, and none of that stuff really ever matches up exactly. So you got to fiddle with it. It's kind of frustrating, but I'll eventually get it back in there.
I'm
But
busy that day.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things that it's on the list to do, along with lots of other things
yeah.
that are on the list.
Yeah.
Gardening, etc.
Oh yeah.
So those are the things that I have to do to the Corvette to get it ready. And I'm wondering, Team Gilman, should I take the Corvette up there? I don't know. Because if I do, will I have enough room? Because I need to I don't need to take any chairs, but I think I need to take some stuff.
We'll figure something out when
We'll
the time
figure it
comes.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because need be, we'll hop in the hot rod Buick.
Well, we've got back-to-back remotes, so even if Mars has to throw it in the back of the in-wheel time truck, the
In-wheel
mighty
time-
machine that
time
it
machine.
is, then he may have to bring it to the next remote.
Well,
But whatever the case, so there are things to do. Times are whittling down
Times
to
are
get
changing.
it ready.
And you're right. There's going to be a lot of. They're not going to be. There are a lot of the cruisins and car shows. We'll talk about that as well. But they are getting started. At any given time, there's one popping up. You can get on several of the sites. CarCruisers.com is the one I kind of favor because they're more local for us. And the way we do this is we find local things because we're kind of a local show for everyone there. But then we go across country and around the world. Other people in other parts of the states have their own little gigs going on. So we try to include everybody, but they're out there in your area. Go check them out, and you'll enjoy it.
So March the 14th, Team Gilman Mega Meet.
Yep.
And Mars has Acura dealer, North 45. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, to interrupt you, that area, that's dealership row.
Yeah.
So you're going to find all makes and
It's up there
models
in spring.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the following weekend on March the 21st is Tailpipes and Tacos in Beaumont.
Beaumont.
We're going to Beaumont.
We're going to
Coming
Beaumont.
over there to Mars.
Do I need a passport? I think I better bring
Well,
it.
you need to get your shots. That's for sure.
Okay, you know, when I was just at the doctor, they asked me if I had my shots. Are you going to Beaumont? No. Oh, I forgot.
Okay, well, you need to come back then and get shots for Beaumont. And that's going to be an 8 to 11 broadcast, followed by, on April the 4th, that would be Easter weekend.
Easter Saturday, yeah.
Tailpipes and Tacos, Lupe Tortilla. Katy,
Yeehaw.
8 to 11. It's the Easter show. The Easter Bunny's going to be there.
Yep.
And also all the kids are invited. They're going to have kid cars and all
Kid
that.
car. Those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
All the excitement.
And then on June the 13th, I think we're scheduled to go to the Lone Star Street Rod Association again up in Granbury, Texas.
Yeah.
If you don't know where that is, it's about 45 minutes to an hour south of Fort Worth. So it's a little bit of a haul. And that's going to be on June the 13th.
Right.
Followed by, in October, we've already got this booked out, the Spring Branch Show. We think that we're going to go to that. That's on October the 11th.
That's always fun to do. This will be our third one, won't it?
Yes.
It'll be our third one.
It'll be a third one. Yep.
Yeah,
And I
she's,
think that-
she's already told us that she wants us to come back. So
Okay.
we just got
Okay.
to get it nailed down.
Well, I'm just going by your notes here
Yeah.
that you
Right.
passed along to me, and it says October 11th with a question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
It could
wasn't
be-
sure about 11th or the 18th.
Now, the Team Gilman thing, you've got here Acura, the Acura dealership at Team Gilman. Is that where we're going to go?
Yes, it's actually at the Acura dealership, but the Subaru and the Mazda dealer that are apparently adjacent,
Connected.
they're all
yeah.
going to bring it all together at the one dealer.
I got you. All right. Oh, very good. So, have you had any luck with our guest?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, we've got a little bit of time here, and I could do our story of the week. I have other things I can do for us while we wait to see if this person is going to call.
Did you
And,
see my note about the car review?
What about it?
He's got another car
I
review to
got
do.
an extra car review this week.
Yes, you do. It's scheduled.
Okay.
Yes. So Mr.
thought
Mars
maybe
is
you
going
might
to
have-
have 2 car reviews this week.
No, I'm only going to have one.
Oh.
Oh, but there's 2 scheduled.
You're only going to have 1, but I've got 1, so there's 2.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had 2, Mike, and Don's got
Well,
one.
that's kind of what I thought. But
Who's on
no.
first?
Yeah, nobody. They're all on second. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see here. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do our story of the week, and I have it, but it's down in the stack of papers that I have here. God, this sounds like we don't have any
I
clue
know.
what we're doing.
Well, we really don't.
We actually don't have any clue what we're doing. Do we, Mars?
If we had a clue, we might know what we were doing.
Yeah, well, we don't. Okay, so here's the story of the week. And this will be open discussion throughout the show. And it's about electrics. And, it's all the talk because the automobile industry is losing its tail on what they have spent on vehicles that aren't selling.
Yes, sir.
Automakers are unwinding their electric vehicle bets. This is a story from Automotive News at a cost approaching $50 billion, a stark measure of how much the industry misjudged what buyers would embrace and how fast. Write-downs of investments in EV factory capacity, vehicle programs, and battery manufacturing have stained the balance sheets of General Motors, Ford Motor Company, Stellantis, and Honda Motor Company in recent months. The charges range from an expected $1.9 billion by the end of March for Honda to roughly, I hope you're sitting down, $26 billion for Stellantis, which didn't specify how much of what it called a reset of its business was EV related. You know, they canceled the two most popular selling vehicles,
Hold on, I gotta
the
write
Challenger and the Charger.
27 billion, you said.
27 billion.
What is the company worth?
Well, I don't know, but I've got continuing
At
information
this
for you.
point,
The massive price tag is a product of how aggressively automakers focus their capital investments on EVs, according to Itay Michaeli, an equity auto analyst at TD Cowen. Yet the charges don't necessarily reflect a complete about-face on EVs, he said, because regulations could change again under future presidential administrations, and EV sales are expected to become a larger portion of the market long term. We just don't see it. Automakers still plan to channel some profits from their gasoline vehicles into EV and battery development and continue pushing for lower costs. The charges follow years of dialing up EV development to keep up with increasingly stringent zero-emission regulations in the U.S. and Europe. Automakers also had to respond to competitive pressures from Tesla and startup EV manufacturers, Rivian and Lucid Motors, as well as the potential threat posed by up-and-coming Chinese automakers. Mainstream U.S. buyers have proved reluctant to switch from combustion vehicles, citing higher purchase prices and concerns about battery range and charging speeds. President Trump also moved quickly in his second term to relax federal regulations, ending penalties for non-compliance with fuel economy standards and scuttling that $7,500 federal tax credit that helped offset high EV sticker prices that you and I ultimately paid for through our income tax. The result, EV sales are slowing and automakers are reassessing how much production capacity they need, converting some factory space back to combustion vehicles and canceling entire programs. U.S. buyers registered 1.3 million EVs in 25 for a 7.8% share of the new light vehicle market, down slightly from 8% in 24, according to S&P Global Mobility data. GM disclosed more than $7 billion in EV-related charges for 2025. Ford's EV pivot will cost them about $20.9 billion, slightly higher than it originally projected, though it took the bulk of the charges in late 2025. Stellantis previewed $26 billion in charges February 6th, ahead of releasing its full 2025 financial results later this month. The charges include $17.5 billion for canceled vehicle programs and platform impairments, and $2.5 billion for reworking its EV supply chain. The company also said it will end a battery joint venture in Canada with South Korean partner LG Energy Solution. Legacy automakers found Tesla's transaction prices and margins to be enviably, but to be adequate. Let me
Spit it
put it
out.
that way. Yeah, but ultimately unrealistic for themselves. Honda also realized its EV strategy didn't match consumer demand. Japanese automaker on February 10th said its EV write-offs tallied $1.7 billion. That's write-offs.
Yep.
In the 9 months ended December 31st and likely will grow by the end of its fiscal year in March. Honda said it's negotiating compensation for GM as it winds down the Honda Prologue and Acura's ZDX EV programs they co-developed. It is a big, gigantic mess, and it's going to get worse as the time goes by because not all of them have reported everything because they don't have to do that anymore. A lot of them have chosen not to issue quarterly profit pictures.
Where is the bottom? Where is the bottom?
I don't know. We don't know. Of course,
well, the problem is that the OEMs have gotten so burnt because of the green wave and the federal regulations that forced them into this mess. So now they're trying to figure out how to bail out of it, but they don't want to bail out too far in case the next administration shoves them right back into it.
Well, as I've said all along, I think that it ultimately is going to be a mix of EVs and ICE engines and hybrids and all of that. It's
There
just
you go.
another layer for automakers and dealers ultimately to have a wide range of vehicles for the public to buy. I don't think EVs will go away. I think that they will continually improve and the prices will come down. As a matter of fact, I do know for a fact that car manufacturers are working diligently to get the prices of EVs around 30 grand. Well, that's a far cry from the $60,000-$70,000 EVs that we're all used
What's
to.
the average
Yeah.
price of a car? 50.
$50,000 for the average price of a car. So
Well, it is a segment of the market. I mean, there are sales there to be made, so that's their business. That's what they're in for. But you can't force the market. But I mean, this just reinforces the whole idea that you can't come in and regulate what people are going to buy.
amen.
Yep.
Yep. Ask Edsel. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Just ahead, we got Jeff's Motor Minute and a
Oh, yeah.
review of the new Toyota Corolla Cross when In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos renowned cruise-in expands to Beaumont. Golden Triangle cruisers will want to experience Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla, I-10 South in Beaumont near Washington Boulevard. Grab free Loopy breakfast tacos with any donation to Shirley's Kids. Enjoy a coffee or an adult beverage. Every cruise-in vehicle is automatically entered to win one of the beautiful Chili Pepper trophies for Best Hot Rod, Classic, and Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont happens Saturday morning, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. If you're a car geek like we are, this is the event you'll want to attend. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be online live, and you may be interviewed about your ride. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont edition Saturday, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla, 2050 I-10 South in Beaumont. The Katy Tailpipes and Tacos happens Easter Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11. The free Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In is a production of Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, Beaumont, and Katy. Tastes pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Live In Wheel Time Car Talk Show every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out. It's free. And don't forget, 30-minute podcasts of our shows can be had from your favorite podcast store. Okay, time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
Yes, sir. This is a 648-mile route. Is the longest road trip in the U.S. with no restrooms, and it takes over 10 hours to get down it.
God.
So if you're
What
a
do you
road,
do?
if you're we were about to tell you, if you're a road trip junkie,
Your eyes turn yellow.
in all kinds of colors, if they're not that already, it might be brown. You probably understand the significance of the all-important rest stop that it feels like you're driving a stretch of road without a single one in sight. They examined the geographic or the geospace data and unearthed the absolute worst trek for bathroom breaks. Now, this is, there's several around the country and there's several around the world, but an example of a public restroom would be a fuel stop, service area, rest station, fast food restaurant, or an attraction. After combing through all the data, it found that there's a 648-mile stretch between Belfield, North Dakota, and Mitchell, South Dakota. It's the longest route in the U.S. without a potty break. Traveling on this route, which runs along the Theodore Roosevelt Expressway with an average speed of 62 miles per hour, takes you 10.7 hours to get around it.
Hey, what do people just pull off the side of the
We're
road
about to
and
get
the porta
there.
potty
We're
out?
going to get there. I'll take one with you. The study also touched on conditions that many drivers suffer from, toilet anxiety. It is actually a medical condition that makes the long road trips unbearable. It affects about 1 in 3, which is 31%. Symptoms include not just worrying about whether the next restroom is, but also extreme concern about cleanliness of the toilets. For example, restroom anxiety is a very real barrier going on a long journey, especially in a car. Urinating along the roadside is illegal in all 50 states and often threatened to disorderly conduct.
Who
or
hasn't done
public
that?
nuisance, which carries a fine from anywhere between $50 and $500. Some states might even classify it as an act of indecent exposure. And then you got to register as some kind of an offender, toilet offender or something. Coming in second place is a survey of this survey was a 513-mile journey between Fall River, South Dakota, and Cairo, Nebraska. A road trip in Kansas between Scott City and Belleville nabbed the third place spot of 324 miles. It should come as no surprise that all of these, there's about 10 of them without rest stops. So it's through the entire U.S., mainly in the West. So be careful out there. Make sure you got.
Well, people are doing something.
They're doing something. They're probably stopping the car. You see, little kid on the side of the road.
Pooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, if you were in an EV and you had range anxiety on top of bathroom anxiety, you'd just be in big trouble.
That would be the pucker factor.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, time now for this hour's
Yeehaw.
car review. Had a chance to drive the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross, built in Huntsville, Alabama. Comes in 3 trim levels, the S, the SE, and the XSE. The reviewed trim level is the HV, which is a hybrid, XSE, top of the line. Small or subcompact SUV is what it categorizes as. Seats, 5 of them, including the driver. Exterior changes from last model year. It was all new in 2022. Exterior, new body-colored grille is unique to this brand. Reminds of some of the Lexus products. Side body sculpting is subtle, but adds some differentiation there. Makes it unique. Hatch and tail lights look like all the rest. Two-tone paint, black roof panel, looks great. What I liked about it, the overall look, gets high marks. And I'm not sure about roof rails these days. Does anybody use those things anymore? No. It's not really
Just looks.
Huh?
They're just for looks.
I guess. Well, just leave the rails up there, but forget the cross hatches. What could use improvement? Not sure on the outside. Inside, the dash is simple and mostly easy to use. The trip display has to drill down into several menus to find that. A changeable instrument cluster is nice. Radio has push-button volume controls, which I had a hard time trying to find. Okay, where do you turn the radio up? Well, it's at the bottom of the screen. It says increase or decrease the volume. Seating is comfortable with unique louvering. That's not right. With unique coverings.
Or leveling.
Well, I like louvering.
Louvering's good.
It's kind of like what you buy at Walmart. You know, those web chairs. And they've got them all stocked up, ready for summer.
Yep. Louvering.
Louvering. Cargo room, small, especially with the rear seat up. What I liked about it, the size, shape, and comfort. What could use improvement? I don't know. 2-liter engine, 196 horsepower. Doesn't sound like a lot. 151 pound-feet of torque, but it does have a CVT transmission in it, and it is all-wheel drive, so that there's that. So the CVT is going to make up for under-horsepowered car. City, 46 miles per gallon in the city, 39 for the highway is what it's rated for a combined of 42. I got 39.1 miles per gallon over 430 miles. What I liked about it, mileage, hello. What could use improvement? You got the mileage. What more do you want? Not a lot of grunt, but that's what this is all about. What I liked about it, nice, comfortable car. What could use improvement? I say here, don't touch it. Base trim price, $33,030.
Wow.
That's base trim.
Yeah.
Prices tested $37,449, and it was top of the line all the way. Base model price, $29,395. So they managed to squeeze it in under the $30,000 mark. Competitors, the Kia Niro, the Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid, and the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, which is the most expensive in the comparisons. Next week, I'll review the Mazda 3 sedan. Yes, they still do.
All right.
All right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. We're back after this quick break.
The Easter Bunny's coming. To the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. And you're invited too. Bring the kids and grandkids. It's a cruise in like you've never attended before. With a donation to Shirley's Kids, you'll get a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be coffee and adult beverages, plus chili pepper trophies for the best hot rod, best modern classic, and
Whoops.
the Easter Bunny's coming. To the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. And you're invited too. Bring the kids and grandkids. It's a cruise in like you've never attended before. With a donation to Shirley's Kids, you'll get a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be coffee and adult beverages, plus chili pepper trophies for the best hot rod, best modern classic, and best classic. There's no entry fee and no registration. Just bring your ride and the kids. Bad bunnies aren't allowed, but the Easter Bunny will be there, and he'll be full of joy to help make this Tailpipes and Tacos a very special one. Photo opportunities abound. The In Time Car Talk Show will be streaming around the globe, and you could be selected to tell your car story to a global audience. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In Easter Edition, Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, located on 99 the Grand Parkway, just south of I-10, the Katy Freeway in Katy. Make plans now. Lupi Tortilla, East pretty good.
Houston, get ready. Team Gilman is hosting a mega car meet at the North Complex. Acura, Mazda, Subaru. We're collaborating with the Car Meet Network, so you know it's going to be crazy.
And that's not all. We're going to be raffling off 6 cars to be sold at $1,000 each. See below for more details.
You're not going to want to miss this, Houston. March 14th. We can't wait to see you here.
Could you see we're having a little rough start this morning?
It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Recalls, guess what the car sold for, and more. Later, Mars has This Week in Auto History. Jeff has the racing calendar, and I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines if I don't blow that too. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars from Neaterville, Texas. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this rodeo parade Saturday in Houston, Texas.
Looks like the weather's clearing.
Yep.
A lot of heavy
sunshine
fog this
is out,
morning.
and it ought to be a beautiful day, a beautiful night to go get plastered out at the rodeo barbecue.
Yeehaw!
Good Lord.
Careful, you might get
Have you ever been to the rodeo barbecue?
Long time ago.
You know, I was at the actual very first one, and Bum Phillips was the honorary judge, if you will, and that's how long ago that was. But there were no tents. It was out in the Astro World parking lot, and compared to today,
there's $1 million tents.
Oh yeah, they spend
Corporate.
a lot of money.
You know,
out
there's
there.
all the big oil companies and
Yes.
all that.
Let's do the recall, shall we?
Oh, let's do that.
Letting your car's gas tank run on near empty is usually a red flag, but following a new recall, doing so may actually be safer. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid and the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid have a fault with their fuel tanks that could cause a fire, and owners are encouraged to park outside until the Japanese automaker addresses it next month. Let's not address it now. Let's address it next month.
So
after you burn your house down.
When the level goes low, it's going to catch on fire?
It says, I don't know. 69,153 vehicles over the 2 nameplates are affected. To avoid risk, it's best not to fill the gas tank to capacity.
Oh.
Unfortunately, this will be a relatively easy fix as the electrified part of the powertrain is not to blame for this recall. Let's take a more detailed look at the problem and how Subaru intends to resolve it. Next week, same time, same bat channel.
It's relatively easy to fix, but we're going to wait a month.
Yeah, exactly.
do
I'm
it.
going, what?
Well, gas burns. It's the liquid of gas burns, but the gas of gas explodes.
Fumes.
So yeah,
It's
the fumes
will
explode.
fire it up.
Right.
Hey, you know what? I
Right.
think I'd park the car and get me a rent car and, let
trade it in,
somebody else
get
pay
your money
for it.
back.
Ford said Thursday it's recalling 4.3 million pickup trucks and SUVs in the U.S. 4.3 million because a software error may cause trailer brakes not to function and exterior lights to fail. You've seen it driving down the road at night, and there's a car that doesn't have any lights on whatsoever. How do they get away with that? Can you not tell that you don't have lights on? People are going by honking the horn and flashing the lights.
Yep.
"Oh, I don't know what's wrong." U.S. automaker said the recall covers 2021 through 2026 Ford F-150, 2022 to 26 250s, Super Duty, Lincoln Navigator, Expedition, Maverick, along with some Ranger and E-Transit vehicles. When towing a trailer, the integrated trailer module may lose communication with the vehicle, potentially causing a loss of brake and turn signal lights or a loss of brake function.
Great.
Ford will address the issue with an over-the-air software update. Other recalls include engine failure in the Nissan Rogue 23 to 25. Yikes. I think my daughter has a Nissan Rogue, and I think it falls into that category.
Oh,
She hasn't had any problems with it. Gears in the electronic throttle body may break in the Nissan Rogue, 24 to 25. Rear view camera may fail, yes.
Gears in electronics. That's opposites. Gears in an electronic device. That just baffles me.
Did you want me to comment on that?
No, I'm just trying
I
to
don't
figure
know.
out why
I'm
would you have
just-
gears in an electronic device?
Well, it's
Gears
because
in the electronic throttle body. may
Oh,
break.
throttle
the
body.
throttle
Okay.
body itself.
All right.
So
Okay.
Rear view camera fail. Cadillac Lyric 2024.
No.
Rear wheel lockup from the transmission control valve failure.
No.
Shelby Silverado 1500, 2500, 3500. GMC Sierra 15, 25, 3500. 2020 to 2022. And rear wheel lockup from transmission control valve failure in the Cadillac Escalade
Uh-oh.
and the ESV, the Suburban, the Tahoe, the Yukon, and the Yukon XL 2022 model year. And finally,
Wow.
Lexus LX 25 and 26, loss of drive power from transmission damage.
That is unusual.
It is unusual because they never have any
Yeah.
recall.
And that's, we talk about some of that.
So damage. I mean,
All it says
transmission
is damage. I didn't drill down into it.
Yeah.
It could be, damage from a toenail that popped up and hit it in the bottom. I don't know.
That would be a toenail. Isn't that the European vehicle?
That's exactly right. That's the Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo toenail.
Alfa Romeo toenail.
So you hit an Alfa Romeo. And,
So yeah, it's a little shorter, so it kind of clears
Yeah.
pretty easy.
that's a low sports car there.
All right.
Got to stop.
Are we ready? Are we ready for the sold cars roundup
Yes.
from Hemmings?
We
Okay.
can get that way, really.
George,
It is
Mr.
time for
Heisman.
you to join us in the fun and laughter of this. So these cars were sold through Hemmings.com week before last. And so we decided to pick a few of them and see if you know what this car was sold for.
You are Karnak.
Karnak. That's
Karnak,
exactly right.
that's
So
right.
here now, the first one up is a 1981 Chevrolet Corvette.
Oh,
Okay? 81 Corvette.
I like it.
What do you think that this car sold for? Now, let me just say this before you guess, because I would not guess this price. Let me put it that way. And I had a 77, which is a C3 also. It sold for more than that. So my guess is this has got a complete restoration or that's got an LS engine swap. Something is special with it. So
Okay.
it's above what it would normally be, and that's $7,000 or $8,000 or something stupid because it had no horsepower. Anyway, so this is an 81 Chevy Corvette. What did it sell for?
I say 32. We've got some
Right.
folks.
So David says 50.
Yeah.
Jeff says 20. Jeff Heitzman says 25.
Yes. George not with us today?
He was, but I haven't seen him come in
He's
here
busy.
Man,
yet. He's trying to find all those nines.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. Well, this 81 Chevy Corvette sold for $42,000.
Oh,
Somebody must have been out of their mind restoring this car
I thought
and
32
doing whatever
was high.
modifications that were
It
done
is
to
pretty. It's a good looking car.
Yeah, but
I
it is.
drive it. Yeah.
No, the person out of their mind was who gave that much for that car.
Well, there's that
That's
too.
true too.
Next up, another Corvette. Okay.
Right.
This and my suggestion to you on this one would be don't overdo it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a convertible with those very, very ugly luggage rack on the back of it, which should take about $10,000 off.
It's like a
1990 Chevy Corvette convertible, yellow. This would be a C4. And so sold car price is what? What would you guess this sold car price is?
It's got black. What are those black wheels on it?
It's-
I guess
I'm
it's
going to go
some-
22. I'm going to go 22. And that would be a car you'd see in Florida.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly right.
So David's coming in at 17, and
17.
Mr. Heitzman thinks
Yes.
it's worth a little bit more. He thinks it's worth about 30,000.
31, yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
It's 22. I guess 22.
Well, as I said in my preamble, don't overthink this because it sold for $13,440.
I was going to say it's probably like $4,000.
Yeah, no, $14,440. Yeah, that doesn't. appeal
But,
to me
that's
at all.
about right. That's on the money, I
I
guess.
guess. If you take, sir, I'll buy that car for 13 if you'll take the luggage rack off. Anyway,
Here we go.
next up is the 1987 Oldsmobile 442. Yeah, with T-tops.
Yeah, T-top.
That's a good-looking car.
It is a good looking car. Factory wheels.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 18.
18. Okay. Who else is bidding on this one?
Looks like it's well kept.
Everybody's in shock over the last one.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I guess the last one just goes to prove that you can buy a pretty cool car. I mean, it is a Corvette for affordable cash money. So this one, what do you think, Jeff? What did you say?
I said, what did I say?
17?
17, yeah.
I think you said
Yeah.
17.
Heitzman says 19.
Yeah.
David says 15. David,
And it sold for 25,
Yeah.
620,
Okay.
which is kind of surprising to me.
It's a little high, but yeah, it must be really good shape.
And
Clean
but,
interior.
yeah, if it's got low mileage on
got-
it, yeah.
455 in it. That's what I
Okay.
had.
Here's one.
Ooh.
Now, this is a 1968 Ford Bronco. Whoever took the picture, they took it in the shade, and that's not how you take a picture of a car. 1968 Ford Bronco. Now, it appears that it does not have a hardtop on it. It comes with it. Maybe it does. I don't know. But
this one does not have one on it. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So how much do you think that this thing sold for?
40.
40. Jeff says 40. What are other bidders think that it sold for? Heitzman says 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's obviously been lifted. Got some big
Yeah.
tires, wheels on it.
I'm assuming it's been redone somehow. Uh-oh, David's 65. So
65.
we're all over the board on this one.
Okay, you ready? Sold car price is 52.5.
There you
David,
go.
you win.
Well, yeah.
Now, so we had to throw a
can have it.
foreigner in here.
You can have it.
This is a 1966 Triumph TR4A. Okay. Okay. So there it is. Back in the day, this was a cool entry from the Brits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a TR4, and it looks clean. It looks original. It's got a very ugly white top that doesn't match the paint. I think I'd make a black top, but whatever. Looks like it also has a red
Or just
interior.
drive it on nice days without a top.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So how much do you think that sold for?
I'm going to go 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a bug eye.
No,
there's-
it's not a bug eye, but
No.
it
And
is a
Mr.
convertible.
Heitzman says 22.
Yeah.
Who else is
David Lusk thinks it's more like around 33.5.
33.5? Well, he was close. 26. 250 is what it sold for a 66 car that,
Needs a little help. Needs a little love.
it does need a little love.
Needs a little rubbing on.
Okay. It's
Uh-oh.
5. What's next? Ooh, it's a square bottom.
You would know more about this one, Mike, than me. You go first. Oh, you got the nut.
1985 GMC 3/4 ton, 2,500.
$7,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Long bet.
So I have to tell you, David Lusk thinks it's worth a little bit more than that, but I was really surprised that this showed up as it's for sale on Hemmings. I mean, this is a 3/4 ton, basically stock looking truck.
Yes, except for those ugly running boards. Those need to go away.
Yeah, but those are old school. Probably whenever
Yep.
that truck came out, that's probably it.
85, it could be. I don't know. How much did that sell for, Jeff?
I said 7.
7,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
Eichmann
else
was
is
at 10 and David Lusk is at 23.
23.
Well, David Lusk wins because it sold for 25.2.
Oh, there you go.
It looks clean. It
Starting
looks
a car
stock.
collection.
It's even got dog dish hubcaps on it, the whole 9 yards. Okay, next up.
This doesn't appeal.
Let's go back to the other side of the drink. 1973 BMW 3.0 CS.
That's the one I was going to go $7,000 on.
Listen, that's a collector car. I
What
mean,
is it
that's
again? Give it to me again.
it's a 73 BMW 3 Series 3.0
Oh, okay.
CS.
Yeah.
It looks sharp for what it is.
Let's go 18.
18. Okay. Who else is joining in on this?
Well, so far everybody's still kind of stumped here, I think.
Scratching the heads. Well, let me just go ahead and get through with this.
Yeah, so Heitzman's
Because
sitting here. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Heitzman says 13. Okay. This sold for 29.4.
Wow.
29.
David came in at 18, so nobody was even close.
Yeah.
No. Now this is for you, Mars. This is your car coming up here.
Yeehaw!
1956
I'm so excited my mouse won't move.
Packard Patrician.
Ooh, I like it.
A Packard Patrician. Lord of mercy.
Is it really a Patricia?
That's what they said.
Not a
P-A-T-R-
Judy or Debbie
No,
or
no,
Larry.
no, none of that.
I'll be there.
A 56 Packard Patrician.
Never heard of it.
Is it a two-door? It's a two-door,
a
isn't it?
two-door.
It's a two-door.
Two-door,
It's a
but looks like a
big
two-door
honking
post.
two-door.
Coupe, a 39-foot coupe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jeff, I'm going to go 42. Jeff went
Oh, y'all are stepping out there
34.
big time.
Yeah, I got extra money.
See if
34.
Mr. Lusk comes in here with.
What does that front license plate say, Mike? I can't see it.
It says, buy me today. Help.
Yeah.
56
Plus
Packard
says
Patrician.
31.
And it's sold for $19,950. Of course, the tax, because of the extra weight of the car, to get it registered probably cost you at least $400.
Well, see, I thought I was buying it by the pound.
Well, exactly. That would be by the pound.
Wow.
So that is our sold car
gosh.
roundup for this week. That was fun. All right, just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you some of this week's automotive news headlines. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues. We're back in a flash. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos renowned cruise-in expands to Beaumont. Golden Triangle cruisers will want to experience Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla, I-10 South in Beaumont near Washington Boulevard. Grab free Loopy breakfast tacos with any donation to Shirley's Kids. Enjoy a coffee or an adult beverage. Every cruise-in vehicle is automatically entered to win one of the beautiful Chili Pepper trophies for Best Hot Rod, Classic, and Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont happens Saturday morning, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. If you're a car geek like we are, this is the event you'll want to attend. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be online live, and you may be interviewed about your ride. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont edition, Saturday, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla, 2050 I-10 South in Beaumont. The Katy Tailpipes and Tacos happens Easter Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11. The free Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In is a production of Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, Beaumont, and Katy. Tastes pretty good. Apple or Android, In-Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In-Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In-Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Join us for our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you'll check us out. If you miss us, you'll be able to connect through a podcast from your favorite podcast channel. Okay, time now for the racing calendar. Jeff has that, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. Hey, we got NASCAR going on right now, and it is in the state of Texas. It is at COTA, Circuit of the America, and that's outside of Austin, Texas. And what we got going on is today at 3 p.m. on the CW is going to be the O'Reilly Series. And then what we had yesterday, actually, is today. Wait, let me back up. I got my series mixed up here, Don. So we got Craftsman Truck going on today at noon on Fox. Then at 3 p.m. today.
The news is on Fox today
Fox
because
Local.
we bombed Iran.
I know. It's just Fox Local. And then you've got on the CW today at 3 is the O'Reilly Series. That's what I got confused. And then, of course, tomorrow you got the big boys, the Cup Series going on at COTA. That starts at 3:30, and that is also on Fox. So without any more confusion, we've got the Indy Series starting today in St. Petersburg. I watched a little bit of the qualifying and the practices and all that. Struggled a little bit because it rained. The Truck Series was rained out yesterday because the Truck Series and the Indy Open Wheel Series is in St. Petersburg. So the truck race got rained out. They're going to do the Indy Open Wheel, and that's going to be March 1st, which is Sunday as well. Then you got NHRA coming up very soon, couple of weeks. Gainesville for the Gator Nationals. That's going to be fun to watch. Formula One. Let's talk about that. They're struggling. The new car for Formula One, they're having their challenges with it and all the tests that were going on in Bahrain and all that good stuff. But it starts March 7th, which is next weekend, and that's going to be in Australia. It's the Australian Grand Prix. Good luck to Cadillac. We're pulling for you, and we'll see you there.
All right. Thank you, sir. Time now for This Week in Auto History, Mr. Mars.
Yes, sir. we found a few things this week that are I thought were rather interesting. And in 1893, Rudolf Diesel, there was really a guy named Diesel, he got his first patent on the diesel engine. Now, this is really important. And of course, the difference is it doesn't use a spark plug like a regular gasoline engine. It actually takes and uses high compression to create instead of a fire to start it. And it's really important because it became the backbone of all of our commercial trucking, our railroads, cargo ships, agriculture, military. I mean, the diesel shows up everywhere, even in cars for high fuel.
And even in Neederville.
Even in Neederville, we got one or two over here when the train comes through. Then in 1901, the Oldsmobile started producing the curved dash runabout. Now, this is important because it was truly the first mass-produced automobile. It wasn't just another car because it started the idea of using standardized parts and early assembly line techniques, which obviously fed into Ford's assembly line and all the wonderful things that he created regarding mass production. Now, then in 1915, this is important for you guys over there, first electric traffic signal was put in Houston. Now, they did have traffic signals, but they were manually manned, literally guys standing in these little towers changing the light colors to control the traffic.
That's Don Armstrong in there.
That's where he is. You know, he's waving at all his fans as they go by.
Yeah.
And
It's like a toll booth.
just about. But anyway, so they brought in the electric lights, and so this is what provided the consistency for traffic flow.
It'd be better
and
if we had that today.
Mm-hmm.
that's not a bad idea.
Oh,
particularly over there where y'all have the little trains.
They'd run them
And
over.
so anyway, it also meant that they could also take all the officers off those street intersections and put them to doing other things that are more important than traffic control.
Mm-hmm.
Then in 1953, the Watson Roadster was created. And it showed up at the Indianapolis 500 in the 50s and became the dominant design of the decade. Of course, if you didn't know it, it was built by A.J. Watson. Now, this was a front engine layout, lightweight tubular chassis, low center of gravity, and it had the Offenhauser 4-cylinder engine that was so well run and well known from the Indy 500. Now, it won multiple Indy 500s and represented, the pinnacle of the front engine race car engineering that flowed into other areas. Here's this one's for you, Jeff. I found this one specifically for you.
Oh, great.
2008. Your heroine, Danica Patrick.
I haven't been on heroin in years.
So she won a major open. She won her first open wheel race in North America, capturing the Indy Japan 300.
There you go. So
really
it wasn't. Yeah, it was. She won it in Japan. Not yet.
Well, yeah, but then that was her first Indy 500 open wheel race that she ran, and then she came over and of course went on to run some more in the United States. She got into NASCAR, and she really, she didn't really get as far as a lot of people thought she would, although she did win some races. But it was more important that she kind of created a path for other female drivers to kind of move into the sport slowly but surely.
Well, I met her
Don't call me
years
Shirley.
ago in Kansas because back in the day, Open Wheel used to run with the Truck Series, and we had a tent. When I worked for Keystone, we had a tent in Kansas, the new facility up there at the racetrack. We were walking through the garage in the infield where the drivers are, and she was coming up. She was married to a real tall young man at the time.
And she said,
And-
"Hi, Jeff."
No, she wouldn't, and there was several of us in a group, how they have group and they get autographs. And she walked right by everybody and put her nose up in the air and just like, I don't have time for you. And this whole group of fans. So she lost me after that. Just did not follow her. And she actually dated Aaron Rodgers. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story, Mike. Not a fan.
Here, just
Like
go
I said,
ahead.
this is for
fan.
you, Jeff. So by all means, just go with the flow, Jeff.
Not a fan, man.
Rail on her.
Next. What's next?
Well, that was this week in automotive history.
Thank
that's
Good.
gonna
We're wrapping
end
up
it?
with Jeff's comments right there is going to finish it up.
Way to go. Well,
Sorry.
obviously, Jeff isn't a big fan. No. So some of the stories making automotive news headlines, we read the story about EVs and how these manufacturers are losing billions upon billions of dollars, and Stellantis seems to be at the head of the pack for that. Well, Hourly UAW members at Stellantis will not receive profit-sharing payments this year, the first time they'll miss out on the annual bonuses since 2011, after tariffs and lower sales pushed the automaker's North American operation into the red because they don't have any cars to sell anymore. The average payout for UAW workers at the Detroit 3 is about $6,200 this year, nearly 40% less than the 2025 average of almost $10,000. Wow. Ford will get about $6,780 from profit sharing in March, down from $10,200, while GM employees can expect as much as $10,500 extra in their February 27th paychecks, a 28% decline. Stellantis contract with the UAW pays $900 for every 1% of North American profit margin. For 2025, the company lost $2.2 billion in North America for a margin of negative 3.1%. So what does that mean? That they have to pay? They have to pay Stellantis now because they didn't make it. They didn't make the cut. I don't know.
It's terrible.
So in that vein, while you got your mindset on money and Stellantis, Antonio Filosa, who took over as head of Stellantis in June of last year, received $6.37 million in total compensation last year, the company said. Compensation topped the company's earlier projection that Filosa would earn at least $4 million in his first 2 years as CEO. His pay could rise as much as $23 million a year from 2028, including bonuses. Former Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares, who sounds like some sort of musical group, who resigned from the automaker in December of 2024, had a pay package of $14 million in 2025. Tavares abruptly left the company after coming under scrutiny for slumping sales in the North American market and cutting the highest selling cars that Stellantis offered, the Challenger and the Charger.
Yeah.
We're not going to make that anymore. Okay, fine. We'll go find somewhere else that makes horsepower.
Now, I need to renegotiate my contract, Mike.
Who is it that sets these prices for these CEOs?
I don't know.
Why?
They're shareholders, the board. The board sets it because they're all in on it. Come on. One for you, two for me.
Yeah, it just really ticks me off. Anyway, a Minnesota dealership group and its used car dealership and an unlicensed broker face felony charges of engineering a long-running scheme to cheat the state out of more than $350,000 in motor vehicle sales tax. The complaints filed by the Hennepin County Attorney's Office against Walser Automotive Group in Bloomington, its Walser pre-owned sales subsidiary, and William Ward. This program produced by William Ward follows a multi-year investigation that uncovered a Shell Montana Limited Liability Corporation, straw buyers, and falsified bills of lading for vehicle deliveries, according to complaints filed in Hennepin County's 4th Judicial District Court. $350,000. Walser, by the way, ranked 32 on Automotive News Top 150. You're going to jail.
Don't stop. Don't pass go or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. I really want to save it when I have time for it.
All right.
So I'm going to have to do a little editing here while
Sure.
we're on the fly. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
But, this is editing on the fly.
These are important times.
They are important times. But I'm going to save these to next hour because I don't want to get into half the story and have to cut it short because you need to hear all these.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time editing these.
We're starting to glitch, so we better get to a commercial.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that then.
You there, Mike?
Hey, I want to tell you that we'd love to hear from you. Just shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back after this important message or two.
The Easter Bunny's coming to the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m., and you're invited too. Bring the kids and grandkids. It's a cruise in like you've never attended before. With a donation to Shirley's Kids, you'll get a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be coffee and adult beverages, plus chili pepper trophies for the best hot rod, best modern classic, and best classic. There's no entry fee and no registration. Just bring your ride and the kids. Bad bunnies aren't allowed, but the Easter Bunny will be there, and he'll be full of joy to help make this Tailpipes and Tacos a very special one. Photo opportunities abound. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be streaming around the globe, and you could be selected to tell your car story to a global audience. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In Easter Edition, Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, located on 99 the Grand Parkway, just south of I-10, the Katy Freeway in Katy. Make plans now. Lupi Tortilla, eats pretty good.
Houston, get ready. Team Gilman is hosting a mega car meet at the North Complex. Acura, Mazda, Subaru. We're collaborating with the Car Meet Network, so you know it's gonna be crazy.
And that's not all. We're going to be raffling off 6 cars to be sold at $1,000 each. See below for more details.
You're not going to want to miss this, Houston. March 14th. We can't wait to see you here.
Welcome to the In Real Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, Gus Flores with the Car Meet Network. And remote in a couple of weeks at Team Gilman. I hope that you're going to be there and join us. If not in person, that you'll join us here on our show on the internet. In Jeff's Car Culture, 4 vehicles that should hit the 250,000 mile mark and 3 vehicles that won't. Guaranteed. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. David Ainsley still in bed this morning, typing on his computer.
Yeah.
And Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. Thank you very much. Okay. It appears as though that we do. Do we have Mr. Flores, Mike? We
There
don't.
he is.
We don't even have Mike. Do we have
Mike's
Mike?
there.
Mike's there. Okay. Well, hello, Gus. Are you with us?
Good morning. Yeah, I forgot to click the button.
Yeah, well, we're glad that you remembered. We appreciate that.
Yeah, good morning,
So-
guys. How's everybody doing?
Very good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited.
So, Gus, tell me about the Car Meet Network first.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So the Car Meet Network, guys, our slogan is we go on the foundation of Vibe, Connect, and Grow. So what we came across, the past few years doing car meets, car events and stuff. And so what I've noticed is that there was something missing in between, not just car meets, but I wanted to be able to connect people with vendors, with businesses, but also grow. There's people that I know that, personally that I know that through car events have been able to fight depression. So they build cars, they go to car events. So with this new Car Meet Network, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to travel to different cities and be able to gather together with different people and not just have a good time with a car meet, but also, influence people in a good way.
Well, that's good. Yeah. And so how long have you been in business doing this?
So we started back in 2019, but officially we started another company in 2021.
21.
So-
Okay.
So are you connected with Gilman, or you're just part of Gilman organization on the marketing side? How does that work?
Yeah, so pretty much Team Gilman had a friend of mine that he used to go to my car meets back in 2020 and right after COVID, and he got hired as a marketing director or media guy, and he reached out to us. Team Gilman wanted to do an event, and we were the perfect fit for it, so we did it, and so we've done it to 3 other stores already.
Well, good. And you haven't been involved with us, but that's okay. We won't hold that against you. But this is a whole new thing, and maybe
Yeah.
perhaps that we'll be able to team with you in
Absolutely.
future events. Yeah.
Yes.
So what car? Who's invited to the mega meet?
So this is a mega meet, guys. Let me tell you a little bit about the mega meet. So we've done a couple of mega meets here in Texas. We started here in Houston. Our first mega meet, we did it with a couple other people. We brought about 2,500 people. That's between in and out within 6 hours. And then,
God.
yeah.
I hope
yeah,
we
within-
got somebody directing traffic up there.
Oh yeah, sure did. We had about, I think, 5 officers and about 6 parking attendants. So every time we do an event, we do have everything. It's a systemized event, So we have parking attendants, cashiers. I mean, you name it, from everything. So
Is this
we've done here in-
speaking of cashiers? Is this an event? Do you charge a fee? to
No,
get
not
in?
at all. Not at all.
No. So it's free for anybody.
Free for everyone. Yeah. The other events that I'm talking about is because we have to rent a venue that holds that massive amount of vehicles. So we've done it here in Houston, and then we've done them in Bastrop, Texas. So I get together with different promoters across Texas, and we have a venue that holds actually 3,500 people. So we've been able to. It's in Bastrop, Texas, called the East 40. So we gather people from Dallas, Austin. So once a year we do our Texas Mega Meet there in Bastrop, Texas, and it's fun and it's free for everyone as well.
That's cool. That's very cool. So give us an idea of the types of cars that you draw at these mega meets.
Absolutely. So with this, it's a new generation of, car owners. Obviously, I'm a big fan of, the hot rods and, a true muscle car or a true build car, right? And so what we do is we do gathers. And the way I used to do it is we used to gather a car meet or a car event, and we used to have sections, right? So we would welcome everyone. If you drive from a hot rod to a Honda, let's just call it like that, Brent, from a hot rod to a Honda. And so what we would do, we would have sections. So in front of the place where we were at, obviously we would showcase the really cool cars, show ready, exotics, hot rods, or classics, and then we would build all the way to the back to where from different areas. So we attract all kinds, American, import. Sometimes we do get some really cool cars. Sometimes the theme looks like Fast and the Furious, or sometimes it looks like Toretto, from Fast and the Furious. So,
well, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, so there is room for us old people in our old hot rods.
No, absolutely, guys. One of the things, I do have a guy, him and his wife used to always come to my events. Him and his wife are hot rod builders and collectors, and they used to come to a lot of events that I used to do because I was closer to their area. So, but yeah.
Okay.
We would be more of the classics.
We would be in the classic section.
Yeah,
That's
I love
exactly
classics.
right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, Gus, I'm going to say that this is a 4-hour event, 10 to
Yes,
2,
sir.
from what I understand.
Yes,
and
sir.
is it going to be at the 3 dealerships?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we're going to host it at their North Complex location, which is, Marla decided, hey, guys, we've been doing it for Honda. Our last Honda event that we did was at the Tim Gilman Honda North. We had 310 registered cars and 700 people that attended that day. It was
Do we
amazing.
need to register the cars before we come?
Yes, it's recommended, guys, because with the registration, it's guaranteed for a spot. So our parking attendants will be checking that, make sure you got your car registered. They're going to see like a little notification on their email. So we will prioritize the people that got registered so they can get a spot first.
So am I going to be able to take my Corvette and show it up there?
Yes, you can.
But
because
do I have to register it even though I'm going to do this radio show from up there?
well, you don't have to. We will have a private section.
Okay. I thought, okay. Well, I was going to say, if you need me to register, would you do that for me?
Yeah, I can do it. But definitely, yes, guys. I do have a couple of, muscle cars coming out. There's a couple of Corvettes that actually my friend participates in the Corvette event that they have yearly in the Woodlands. So he's bringing his Corvette out as well.
Good.
So it's an open
okay,
show.
so I'm sorry. What did you say, Mars?
I was saying it is an open show, but the registration is because you've got limited space.
For sure, yes.
And
And
you
we
want to make
sure
that those people get accommodated.
You mean to tell me that these dealerships are trying to sell new cars as well? Oh my God. I can't believe it.
I mean, they do both. They want to attract a different community, not just through social media, but through actual people coming to this.
Sure.
They want to have a little fun is what it amounts to.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And, I think that we met the representative from the Acura dealership or the Honda dealership. Who was it? It was Mars?
Acura, Marla.
Yeah.
Marla?
Yeah.
Yep.
And great lady and a great spokesperson. And we're thinking, I
Very.
told her, I said, you know what? I don't get very many Acuras in the press fleet. And she says, well, we can take care of that. I said, no, that's okay. You just need to get them in the press fleet. That's what we need. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make is they've got hot rod Acuras. I know that they've got hot rod Mazdas, and I know that they got hot rod Subarus as well. So for all of you that really like, the muscle aspect of it, the gussied up ones, they're going to have those up there at that Gilman Mega Meet as well.
So, Gus, tell me about this. You're going to sell me a car for $1,000. What is this in the promo?
Yeah, this is so insane. Marla's literally throwing out a big party. So this is what they decided to do. They say, you know what, guys, we're having a big party. We're having a big car meet, a mega meet, right? So let's see what Gilman wants to do. So Tim Gilman wants to get back to the community. So what they did, they came out with this. Each store is going to have 2 vehicles. So 2 vehicles from Subaru, 2 vehicles from Mazda, and 2 vehicles from the Acura store. What's going to happen is those cars are going to be raffled off. for free. People are gonna get a chance to enter. They have to be present to win. You must be present to win, and you have to be 18 years old with a valid driver license. So I am 18 years old. I have a valid driver license. I show up to the event. I register for free. So that's going to be an entry. Once we draw that entry, whoever wins gets to purchase that car for $1,000 plus TTL.
And what year are in these cars? Are they the new ones, or maybe pre-owned, or something going to the crusher?
No, not going to the crusher for sure. I'm pretty sure Team Gilman doesn't wants to do that. Now, it's a surprise for me as well. I know Marla was so excited about getting this, 2 vehicles per store and having a chance for someone to, take a car home for $1,000.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a beater,
Yeah, if it's on their lot, it's going to be well worth $1,000.
I understand. I just want to get clarification in the rules, so when
For
I
sure.
win it, I might,
Think of this.
Yeah.
You're 18 years old. You're in high school. You got your valid driver's license, and Dad said that he'd back you up if you won for the
Ding, ding,
thousand
ding,
for
ding,
the
ding,
$1,000
ding.
bucks. I'm in.
I'm in.
I am in there.
Oh yeah, I told my friends at the so I have 3 separate groups on my social medias, right? From TikTok, they just comment on it, but on Instagram, what I like about Instagram and Facebook, I have a couple of groups where it's individual, car clubs. So I have the Subaru team, I have the Mazda team, and then I have the Honda team. So what I did, I sent everyone the same message. I said, guys, by the way, it's not just gonna be a cool event, but someone is gonna have a chance to take a car for $1,000. And so they started going crazy on the comments.
Wow. So two each from
Yes.
the dealer, each dealership.
Now, I want to know,
6 cars total, yeah.
probably more important to me than anything else. Are you going to have some hot dogs or something to eat up there?
Oh yes, oh yeah, absolutely.
Shut up, Mars.
We're in.
Yes, what?
I got to have my hot dog.
I'm sure. They always say a lot of times, you went to the heart with food. I'm those type of guys. I'm that type of guy. So I'm always bringing, nice vendors. So I have a vendor from Dallas coming out. They're very popular in Dallas. They became so popular. It's called Salsa Burger. So what they do, they make those like street style hot dogs and burgers. So are coming from Dallas, Texas.
Very nice. Very nice. And we won't hold it against them that they're coming in from Dallas.
Yeah, right.
You just
Yeah.
make sure they register, so they got a parking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
But
they
by
get
the way,
across
guys,
the board.
I will take you personally, so you can try the food. So you can try
Okay.
the
All right. Yeah, guide us over there. And we're going to have an extended show that day. Normally we do a 2-hour show, but we're going to do it a 3-hour show. So it's
Oh,
going to
wow,
be
beautiful.
a bonus hour. And
go.
Mars arranged that. So it should be a good time, a fun time for all.
Oh, yeah,
We'll take
absolutely.
the air at 10 o'clock in the morning when the show opens.
Nice.
And we'll take it all the way till 1 o'clock. And the show closes at 2. So it just seems to work out best for everybody. We're going to
yeah.
have a DJ there, and we hope he doesn't play his music too loud, because then we won't be able to have our dulcet tones reach everybody.
No,
You can have them out in the parking lot.
Won't be learning. Won't be
I
learning.
was thinking about the cars that you're going to sell for $1,000. One of my granddaughters just found out yesterday. She told me she had a hickey boo boo. Well, the insurance company totaled her car.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
So I'm thinking, okay, so you need to get up.
You're
and
not
go with
allowed,
me.
Mars, to enter in the damn thing.
That's right. I need to bring her
granddaughter.
over there and say, here's
Well,
your
that-
shot
yeah.
to get you a cheap car, a good car, inexpensively. Yeah.
It's just something I can tub out and put an LS in. That would be good.
Right.
That is
I
not
mean-
going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen. No,
No,
I
guys.
think that we're forbidden for entering any kind of free giveaways.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said. When they gave me the news, I kind of looked at Marla and I looked at Robin, and they kind of got the idea, like, yeah, Gus,
You
don't
can't
try
do it.
You're out.
You're
It's
out.
always you got to ask, right?
So, right?
Okay, so what time do the gates open?
The gates open for general public at 10 a.m. All of our vendors and everyone's going to be from 8:30 to 9:30. So, but we're going to have a few early birds that do show up early. I have some friends that participate in multiple car shows, especially for the Honda ones. And there are some teams coming from San Antonio. These guys are, man, they're rolling pretty deep
wow.
from San Antonio. This is the Subaru guys. So, these events that I put together, being able to attract people from different cities in a good way, because they're like, hey, I want to be part of that. So then, I say, well, this person is coming from this side, this person from this side. We had this past event for Honda, I had people coming from El Paso, from Brownsville, from Louisiana. Like literally, they messaged the page and said, "Hey, we saw the Honda event. I'm a big time Honda," and they drove all the way here.
Interesting.
nice.
Yeah. I've got a friend of mine that I work with. He has a souped up. It's either a Honda. No, I think it's a Toyota. Anyway, I know when I tell him about this,
Yeah.
that he'll probably show up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a very nice, sweet car. I will
I
tell
love
you
it.
that.
I did not
It's
know
very
there were
sweet.
any Subaru car clubs. I did not know that until recently.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
you
not
know,
Those
you know-
WRX people, they're crazy.
I just got, yeah. Right, Gus? Gus
Don't,
probably
don't
got
hold
one.
back, Don.
Look.
Don't hold back.
I'm gonna raise my hand on this because I used to have a Subaru.
There you
And
go,
Sure
see?
enough, and sure enough, every time I'll get invited to some Subaru, these guys were something else. Like
Yeah.
this Subaru owners.
Yeah, and I will tell you, back when they don't make it anymore, the WRX STI.
Oh yeah, the STI. I had
my
one of those.
God.
That's what I had.
That thing was a hot rod deluxe. I fell in love with that car.
Yes.
Yeah, and no, if I could find a deal on that,
Go-kart.
I'd buy one of
Yeah.
those. That thing is bad to the
No,
bone.
those things were really cool. Yeah, I had a 07 because so what happened is they had different models, right? They come from the Bug Eye, then I forgot what the new one after that, but then they had a Hawkeye. So I had a Hawkeye, and it was 07. So the 06 was still, you had to wait for the car to cool down and then the turbo to cool down. But 07, they changed the technology where now they added a line to the turbo so it could be oil cooled, and that was pretty cool. So I like those.
Wow.
Gotcha. See, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
I know about those Subaru guys. You don't have to tell me anything.
It just didn't click.
Okay, so to let everybody know, again, that's the Mega Meet 2K26 at
Yes,
Team
sir.
Gilman up on the North Freeway. I think that's in Spring, if I'm not mistaken. 18202 North Freeway up there. It's going to be in 2 weeks, Saturday, March the 14th.
2 weeks.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mega car show. Where do we go online to register?
So, guys, there's two ways that you can go. So, one of the we're actually implementing. So, you can go to the carbinetwork.com. You scroll all the way to the bottom. We're gonna have a form where you can submit your email. We can have your email. We can email you. Right at the bottom right, there's our social media. You can click on Instagram and our social media links. Once you click there, it will take you to especially to our Instagram. And on our bio, you click on our bio, and there's all three links so you can register. If you own a Subaru, if you own a Mazda, if you own an Acura, if you own another vehicle, you can use the Mazda link, and we'll be able to register your vehicle. If you don't have a Subaru, Mazda, or Acura, you're still welcome to the event.
So, you
So
can
that's
still
the
get
Car
your
Meet
Buick in,
Network.
Jeff.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to take away from the whole show, though, Mike, by bringing my Buick.
That's right.
I understand.
Well, Gus, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
we really
thank you.
appreciate you.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. We'll see you there. And don't
All right,
forget,
man.
as soon as you guys are hungry, you come to me. We're gonna go try those hot dogs and the burger.
You got it, bro.
right.
We'll do
We'll
it.
arrive hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
guys. Thank you.
Just ahead in
Thanks.
Jeff's Car Culture, cars that'll make 250,000 miles and those that will not. And Mr. Mars has the top 5 concours event after this break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos renowned cruise in expands to Beaumont. Golden Triangle cruisers will want to experience Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla, I-10 South in Beaumont near Washington Boulevard. Grab free Loopy breakfast tacos with any donation to Shirley's Kids. Enjoy a coffee or an adult beverage. Every cruise-in vehicle is automatically entered to win one of the beautiful Chili Pepper trophies for Best Hot Rod, Classic, and Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont happens Saturday morning, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. If you're a car geek like we are, this is the event you'll want to attend. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be online live, and you may be interviewed about your ride. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont edition, Saturday, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla, 2050 I-10 South in Beaumont. The Katy Tailpipes and Tacos happens Easter Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11. The free Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In is a production of Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, Beaumont, and Katy. Tastes pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
Join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live show about all things automotive, and we thank you for being with us today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. 4 brands that should make 250,000 miles and 3 brands that probably won't.
Yeah, they're expected to. That's what they say. But Toyota is the undisputed longevity champion. Toyota dominates the 2025 list of these vehicles. What makes Toyota vehicles last so long? It comes down to the deliberate engineering, the choices that they make. And when they make those choices, they stick to it. It's reliable systems instead of chasing every new trend. They improve the cars little by little instead of rushing big changes, and carefully monitor every step of building that Toyota. The Toyota Corporation, they receive 9 model awards every year, including the Lexus ES, Lexus IS, Lexus NX, and it goes on through that, through the Toyota Camry, Toyota Tacoma, and the Toyota Tundra. Brands approach the quality control and incremental improvements rather than just radical designs, which other people do. It's paid dividends for the owners of those vehicles and a long haul that they use them for. The next one up would be the Lexus, the luxuries that last. Kathy's got one and she loves it. Lexus ranks the highest level in the vehicle dependability for a second consecutive year. Toyota's luxury division, which is Lexus, brings the same reliability DNA wrapped in a premium materials and refined driving dynamics. The brands consistently across both new and used vehicles set it apart from the competitors. In 2026, Lexus is the most reliable brand for used cars, seeing a higher score across older vehicles than the new ones. A luxury brand owner by Toyota, it was also ranked in the top 3 most reliable new cars that they have. So that's good for Lexus. Keep it going. Honda's the next one. Proven durability across the segments for Honda. It ranks second for the most vehicle rankings, demonstrates strong longevity potential. The Japanese automaker has built a reputation similar to Toyota, focusing on practical engineering and reliable powertrains. Hint, all the other manufacturers. The Honda Odyssey, Pilot, and Ridgeline are the 12th, 11th, and 10th most likely vehicles to make it beyond the 250,000 mile mark. Honda's approach to reliability mirrors Toyota's philosophy of consecutive updates and proven technology. The brand consists of performance across sedans, SUVs, and trucks. The next one we have, which is the last one in the group of 4, and it's kind of surprising, Chevrolet, the American contender. Only General Motors managed to break the Japanese stranglehold in longevity, with the Chevrolet models showing a surprising durability in certain segments. The Chevrolet Suburban remains a reliable choice in the full-size SUV category, with a chance of reaching 250,000 miles. And its iconic SUV, which has been around since 1935, continues to be a favorite for families of those who need a vehicle built to last. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 rounds out the chance of reaching 250,000. As the only American-made half-ton vehicle to make the list. So there you go. Keep it up. Buick ranks second among the challenges for the small SUVs. It's the Buick Encore, Chevrolet Equinox, and Chevrolet Traverse all make that list, contending for the 250,000 mile mark. The ones that didn't make it, Mike, are the struggling long-term reliability would be the Dodge Ram. Despite marketing emphasis, toughness, and capability, the Ram trucks face reliability challenges that prevent them from achieving a 250,000 mile longevity rate at the rates compared to its competitors. Moving on to the next one, Mike, we're going to wrap this up for the Jeep off-road prowess on road problems. Jeep's reputation for ruggedness doesn't translate to long-term reliability, with the brand consistently ranking near the bottom of dependability studies. The focus of off-road capability and lifestyles marketing hasn't resulted in the vehicle that rack up that many miles without significant mechanical issues. Now, the one thing I see also in this is that they use them for other things. I mean, there's a lot of events that you can take your Jeep to, and you know, those things tend to destroy parts and pieces of the body. The last one, Mike, Tesla. Innovation meets growing pains. Tesla ranks in last place among 26 brands for its used model, driven by numerous issues with older models. And while Tesla's new vehicles rank ninth across the new car's reliability, it plummets, given several issues with older models. The electric vehicle pioneer faces significant reliability challenges, and they're working on it as best they can. So there you go.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've heard about Ram and I've heard about Jeep having some serious issues in multiple fashion with reliability issues across the board, not just one thing, not just an engine, not just a transmission, not just with electronics, but a combination of all those things.
And
Lots of recalls.
there's many more out there, Don. These are just some that pop up consistently, and the ones that will make it and the ones that won't. So
Well, Mr. Mars now has a special for us, and that would be the top 5 concours events. Is that across the United States, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. And I
have
kinda
at it,
broke
sir.
I kind of broke it out into time of year just because these take a little planning because of where they're at. So, for example, in the spring, the Amelia Concours d'Elegance is down in Amelia Island in Florida. Now, this
Mike, is
normally
this driving destinations? I don't have the right slide up.
how about this one?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay,
All right, got it.
great.
All right. So the Amelia kicks off the concours season, typically held in March, and it happens at the Oceanside Ritz-Carlton down there. Now, this, of course, has got your blue chip collector cars, motorsports legends, auctions, and a lot of seminars, but it's all in that coastal area with the spring weather. So it makes it really nice for open top cruising around and going out on the beach evenings and stuff. It makes it for a real nice event to happen there. And if you're down there and you want to do something else while you're down there, you might go explore Fort Clinch State Park for coastal drives and some Civil War history while you're enjoying it. Now, in late spring or early summer, Greenwich Concours d'Elegance, Greenwich, Connecticut. Pooey. Typically, this happens in late May, early June. Now, this is on the Long Island Sound waterfront, and it's in the Northeast, so it doesn't really have all the Monterey crowds per se, but it's got a lot of carefully curated classes from the pre-war classics up to the modern hypercars. And it's kind of a smaller show, but it makes it easier to see everything if you're down there only for a day, and you can get some VIP luxury receptions if you want to get into those, or some showcases if you really want to go for an over-the-top event. And if you're up there in that area and you want something to do while you're there, take a quick train into New York City and go check out Broadway. Now, during the summer, you want to go to the Cincinnati Concours d'Elegance. Now, this is typically in June, so down south it's a little warmer. Nice time to be up maybe a little further north. And this is a Midwest concours that brings in a lot of prestige with a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with over 200 vehicles that compete across their themed classes. Now, the park's got a hilltop pavilion, so it creates a nice view looking down over the whole setting there. And if you really want something to go see with some top tier cars without having to go to the coast on either side of the country, this is one that's typically in the middle of the world that you can see. There's also the National Museum of United States Air Force if you happen to want to do something else while you're in that area. Now, late summer, this is whenever you can start looking for the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Now, this is out in Pebble Beach, California, of course. Now, this is considered the crown jewel of the American concours events. Now, this is held during the Monterey Car Week, and it showcases the rarest and the historically significant cars in the world. Now, they do this on a golf course, and the 18th fairway overlooks the Pacific Ocean, so it really gives a nice surrounding there of elegance, as well as seeing the beach and things. So they have auctions, they have unveilings during this thing, and they do a lot of satellite events actually to bring things in now to really round out the full automotive festival week. Then in the fall, if you're looking for something up there, go to the Ironstone Concours d'Elegance. Now, this is up in Northern California, Murphy's, California. Typically, this is in September, and it's considered California's gold country at the Ironstone Vineyards. Now, this combines vintage automobiles with wine country hospitality. They have over 300 classic cars, motorcycles, historic race machines, and it's in a really nice, relaxed vineyard setting. So with the cooler autumn weather, it makes it really comfortable to go out and be in the scenic landscape. And they have a lot of other things going on in that area, including the Sierra Foothill back roads and places to nicely drive and enjoy the vineyard and the surrounding part of the country there.
Very cool.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Time now for a quick break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We are back with another 30 minutes right after this.
The Easter Bunny's coming to the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. And you're invited too. Bring the kids and grandkids. It's a cruise in like you've never attended before. With a donation to Shirley's Kids, you'll get a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be coffee and adult beverages, plus chili pepper trophies for the best hot rod, best modern classic, and best classic. There's no entry fee and no registration. Just bring your ride and the kids. Bad bunnies aren't allowed, but the Easter Bunny will be there, and he'll be full of joy to help make this Tailpipes and Tacos a very special one. Photo opportunities abound. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be streaming around the globe, and you could be selected to tell your car story to a global audience. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In Easter Edition, Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, located on 99 the Grand Parkway, just south of I-10, the Katy Freeway in Katy. Make plans now. Lupi Tortilla, eats pretty good.
Houston, get ready. Team Gilman is hosting a mega car meet at the North Complex. Acura, Mazda, Subaru. We're collaborating with the Car Meet Network, so you know it's going to be crazy.
And that's not all. We're going to be raffling off 6 cars to be sold at $1,000 each. See below for more details.
You're not going to want to miss this, Houston. March 14th. We can't wait to see you here.
Believe it or not, it's the award-winning In Wheel Time Talk Show. Just ahead, our story of the week. No, maybe, we don't know. The auto industry's EV debacle. We'll talk about that. Mars will review the new Ford Expedition. Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars over there in Neaterville, Texas. Jeff, we always need more Jeff
All right.
Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley, I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today here on the In Real Time Car Talk Show. It's a beautiful day here in Houston,
Yeah, it's
Texas.
cleared up nice.
Good day for a parade. I think they had one downtown this morning.
What time is it?
It should
Yeah.
be just about over with. It's 11:30 now. So the rodeo is officially underway with the parade. They had a little, I think, a jogging 5K run or
marathon?
something.
Yeah.
And then all the bands and the wagons, the horses, everything is all headed over to NRG Stadium Center for
Night number 2 of Hangover.
yeah, exactly. After the
Night
barbecue
number
event.
2.
And the barbecue event concludes this evening. And tomorrow they use it as a cleanup day, and then the rodeo starts on Monday. I believe
right.
that's the way the schedule is. Anyway,
That's very cool.
next 2-3 weeks, it'll be rodeo time.
Yep.
All right, let's do our car review now. Mr. Mars has one. Yes, Mars has a car review. Hope I didn't catch you off guard, Mike. It's the Ford Expedition. I never catch you off guard, do I?
I got it,
Well,
Mike.
Not hardly, more than once or twice a day. So yeah,
Catch
so
him
I
off
had the
guard.
chance to drive the 2025 Ford Expedition. Now this is the King Ranch version that we had, and it is the new for 2025. Was redesigned in 2025, and it's actually kicks off the 5th gen of the new Expeditions. So its final assembly location is in Kentucky, USA, which I thought was kind of strange. We don't usually see them in some reason. They're all Mexico or Canada or somewhere. Anyway, so it comes in 7 trim levels. You got the Active, you got the Max Active, which is the longer extended version, the Platinum, the Max Platinum, again, the extended version. The Tremor is more of an off-roady type vehicle, and then the King Ranch and the Max King Ranch. And we were driving the King Ranch. Now, this is a full-size 3-row vehicle, seats 7 people. And so for this year, again, it's new for 25, but the most of the changes were on the interior and in the technology. There were a few modest updates on the exterior. It does have LED headlights up front, of course. It's got an active air dam. It's got the signature grille lighting and tail lights that really look cool at night. And the signature grille, it's got some power deploying running boards that work really well. They're pretty quick to kick out. You can open the door and they're generally there by the time you want to step on it. You don't have to wait on them. And I thought that was really good. It has the panoramic view roof. Now, this is the roof that opens up all the way back down. and lets in lots of sunlight. It rolls on some nice 22-inch bronze aluminum wheels. They've got a bronze look to them because of that King Ranch, and it looks different. And overall, I like it because it's got a nice professional, I guess you'd say classy look to it because of the lines on it. And we had the black, so it was definitely there. Now, on the interior, we had the Mesa del Rio leather trim seats. Really nice to sit in, comfortable. Has the 24-inch driver info display. Now, this thing is massive. It goes all the way across there. It's got a 13.2-inch center stack touchscreen that kind of ties into it to control all your infotainment and your convenience controls. The second row, we had the heated and power folding tip and slide bucket seats, captain's chairs, whatever the proper term is these days. Really, again, really nice and comfortable to get in and out of. The third row is a 40-20-40 flex folding. Now, this is a power folding seat. I didn't make it that far back, so can't tell you how comfortable they are, but they look pretty good. Now, the technology, again, they did a lot of things on the technology for this vehicle. It's got the Blue Cruise. Now, and it also has the Ford Copilot 360 2.0. It's got the wireless charging pad. It's got touch screens. And it had the B&O Unleashed 22 speaker audio system. I tried to figure out what it would be like leashed, but I couldn't find that part. Now, up under the hood, it has a 3.5 liter V6 that provides it with the power. And I will say that it does provide it with plenty of power. It was very responsive for a very large vehicle, and it's not a race car, never intended to be a race car. It does have a 10-speed automatic transmission, and properly equipped, it will tow 9,600 pounds. Now, the EPA says in the city, you're looking at about 15 miles to the gallon, Highway 22 combined 18. I drove the vehicle 220.3 miles the week I had it, and I got 16.8 miles per gallon average over the course of that week. And again, it does respond quite well to the throttle out on the highway, passing around town. And I also felt like driving it, I was honestly impressed because it manages the road really well. Whether you're out on the highway, you're in town. And I really enjoyed the steering in it. A lot of people, I saw some things where people said the steering wasn't very responsive. I thought it was, particularly the turning radius. It seemed like I was driving, or it felt like whenever I was turning the steering wheel, I was driving a much smaller vehicle. And I really liked that part of it. Now, the base trim price for a vehicle like this is $83,655. You got to remember, we're driving the King Ranch edition, so it's in the upper levels of the trim range. Now, the MSRP sticker price, as it was $85,650. So we didn't have very many options. King Ranch has a lot of things built into it. Of course, you can get into an Expedition, which a lot of people do look at it because of that active is a kind of like a volume leader, if you will. A lot of people buy that because it's $64,995. Still not cheap by any means, but now you're talking about a 7-passenger full-size SUV vehicle. If you're looking for something to compare this to, you might look at the Chevy Tahoe. $59,000 for the base entry level to get into that. I've always liked the Tahoe, but I also think that after driving this for a week, I could definitely see you need to look at both of them. Nissan Armada, $57,520. It's been updated recently, but it's definitely something you'd want to look at. And if you go across to the Toyota Sequoia, now this is a hybrid. It's the only way you can get it now. So it's going to be a little more expensive at $62,425. But I firmly believe, again, after driving it, if you're looking at a full-size 3-row SUV, this Expedition really should be one of them that you include in your search.
Well, I'll tell you what, going down I-10 from Neaterville to Houston, Texas, that's got to be like a limo going down the road.
Oh, it is. It's nice. But you don't have that big car feel. That's what I was really surprised. Like some of the big 3 rows, you're driving a big monster truck.
Yeah.
This
Aircraft
didn't
carrier.
feel that way.
Wow.
Well, if you remember way back in the day, basically all they did back in the day, which is a long day ago, they took a truck chassis and kept everything the same underneath and put a body on the entire truck chassis and just left it alone.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
It's all custom made for carrying passengers and not loads of gravel in the back of it or something like that. So it really, if you've not driven one in a long time, I would say go check it out. I think you'd be surprised.
I was very surprised with it. So I agree.
And congratulations, and thank Ken Peabody for giving you some cars. I
Awesome
like that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. I've got some news stories that I'm going to stick in here. Do
Go
you
for
have
it.
something that you
No,
wanted to
you go right ahead.
Okay. Speaking of Ford, buyers of the Ford Mustang Mach-E
Uh-oh.
now have to pay extra
Sure.
if they want to put some junk in the frunk. The 2026 model of the electric crossover no longer offers a front trunk as standard equipment.
Whoa.
Instead, it's a $495 option, though the starting price of the vehicle has been lowered $150 to make up for the lost underhood storage. We were learning that customers were using the frunk, but perhaps not as much as we had originally intended, according to Teddy Ankeny, Ford's Mustang Mach-E brand manager. He was telling the Electric Duo on YouTube. So in order to kind of preserve that customer choice, they made it optional for the 2026 model year. Ford, Tesla, and other automakers have long touted the utility of their electric vehicles' front frunks, which turn the space where the engine normally would go into storage compartment. Well, shortly after releasing the Mustang Mach-E in late 2019, Ford put out a news release demonstrating how the 4.8-foot frunk could be packed with ice to tailgate with crodites or cocktail shrimp, then emptied via a built-in drain.
That'd be cool.
You're going to put fish up front, dead fish up front.
You've never had fish in your frunk?
No.
It's awesome.
Alternatively, Ford suggested filling the space with more than 1,000 chicken wings.
There you go.
Spraying it down after the game with a hose.
Martha, what's that smell?
Yeah. Is that raw chicken wings that are up there, Martha? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, honey. I forgot those. That was from this last
That was
weekend.
last
They've been in there for 3 or
And
4
if you
days.
live in a place like Denver, you
However,
get bears.
the vehicle lost 40% of its capacity for shellfish and poultry on the 25 model because Ford needed it to fit a larger heat pump. I thought that was a pretty funny story. Huh?
Let me check this math. So they're going to take away the frunk, and we're going to give you $125 credit if you want.
150, yeah.
But if you want it back, if you want that $125 value that we put on it back, you're going to pay $450 to get the $125 trunk back.
Yeah, so the 150 will basically go for your first load of crawfish or shrimp or something like that, or some raw chicken
And
wings to
then
take
you're
to
going
the...
to get on a 658-mile road that doesn't have a bathroom. That's right. Let's go cross country in this wagon.
Oh, Lord.
Conestoga wagon.
I don't think that the marketing department really thought that through when they're
It's
going
a cool
to
idea.
do the chicken wings
You'd have to
or
line it with
crawfish.
something.
Yeah, oof. Can you imagine? Even if you spray it out afterwards. You ever smelled, an igloo cooler after you've had raw fish in there or even,
It's
been
even
a
cooked
while.
fish, crawfish or something like that.
whatever, it still
yeah,
stinks.
It ruined.
And we didn't want to finish up the show today
On something stinky.
without being really part of the entire Jeffrey Epstein thing. So I found a Jeffrey Epstein story on automotive news.
Great.
Jeffrey Epstein had his eye on the Toyota Century limousine and took a keen interest in the arrest of former Nissan chairman Carlos Ghosn, or Ghosn is what I call him, even directly contacting Ghosn's attorney. Emails in the redacted Epstein files indicate the convicted sex offender tried to import a Century through a connection with an executive vice president at the car maker and seemingly probed billionaire Tom Pritzker, probably not the right use of words there, for intel on Ghosn's downfall the week after Ghosn's November 2018 arrest in Japan. Epstein wrote, "The Nissan guy Ghosn is being held incommunicado in Tokyo." He added, "Can you ask around why?" Regarding
why, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Maybe he thought he could use it like Ghosn did to get out of jail.
Separately, in late 2014 and early 2015, Epstein was preoccupied with procuring new limos outside of the girls that he was procuring.
Oh, boy.
In November 2014, Epstein asked another friend for help in importing to New York City a Toyota Century, a luxury limousine not sold in the U.S. He wanted a black exterior with a light-colored interior. The apparent contact, Joichi Ito, a prominent venture capitalist who was director of the MIT Media Lab, said he would ask a Toyota friend who acted as an intermediary to an executive vice president named Kato, K-A-T-O-H, Kato.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
At the time, Executive Vice President Mitsuhito Kito was global head of R&D. Ito said he would ask the EVP, like Executive Vice President, directly during an upcoming meeting. It's funny how these things all get to the back room, huh? Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if you were in a century, Ito said. Ito later resigned from the MIT Media Lab following revelations the organization received donations linked to Epstein. In late January of 15, Ito's Toyota intermediary broke the bad news. Mr. Kato asked the project general manager of Century about delivery to your friend, and the result is cannot deliver it, he wrote. The problem was homologation for U.S. regulations. In other, it didn't meet, bumper standards or, emissions,
safety,
name it.
NTSA, all that.
Yeah, it didn't meet it. So anyway, so there's my Epstein story to go along with all of the national.
Aren't you glad you weren't mentioning that, Mike?
I hope they haven't got to me yet. They haven't found it.
Not yet.
You've been redacted.
Thank you.
Again.
Again.
All right. I think what we're going to do now is we are going to take a little break.
All right.
Are you good with that, Mr. Morris?
I think so. It's a good time.
Okay. Coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. We invite you to stay with us here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We continue right after this quick break.
The Tailpipes and Tacos renowned cruise in expands to Beaumont. Golden Triangle cruisers will want to experience Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla, I-10 South in Beaumont near Washington Boulevard. Grab free Loopy breakfast tacos with any donation to Shirley's Kids. Enjoy a coffee or an adult beverage. Every cruise-in vehicle is automatically entered to win one of the beautiful Chili Pepper trophies for Best Hot Rod, Classic, and Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont happens Saturday morning, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. If you're a car geek like we are, this is the event you'll want to attend. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be online live, and you may be interviewed about your ride. Tailpipes and Tacos Beaumont edition, Saturday, March 21st, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla, 2050 I-10 South in Beaumont. The Katy Tailpipes and Tacos happens Easter Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11. The free Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In is a production of Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, Beaumont, and Katy. It's pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Hey, be sure and join us for our live show every week. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. We thank you for joining us today. Time now for Jeff's Cruise In and Events calendar.
There you go. So we've got Driven by Giving monthly car show. This is at Pinstack North Rim in San Antonio, Texas. It's at 19238 I-10. I think I know where it's at. I think it's on the west side. But the North Rim in San Antonio, this event takes place every first Saturday of the month. And they want to raise some money through the charities that they offer, through your rides and everything from antique classics to rare exotics that they want coming out there to raise some money for their local charities. Gears and Grounds next Saturday, 13150 Brenton Ridge Street in Houston.
Clever name.
Yeah. This gathering promises to display a wide range of vehicles, including classic cars, sports cars, exotics, race cars, imports, trucks, the whole gamut. It occurs every first Saturday again of the month, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And go on out there, no loud music, no burnouts, just respect the property and all that stuff around you. Then we have a top-notch Austin Hot Rod Night. This is in where? Austin, Texas, 7525 Burnett Road. Hot Rod Nights is a reoccurring event, as usual. Live music from 5:30 to 9 p.m. They've got burgers, fried chicken. They got a dining room there, and they got curb service available in case you order something, want it delivered to your ride. Then next Sunday, you got Crazy Train Car Meets. We should be there. Goes from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Magnolia, Texas.
Riding on the crazy train.
There you go. 38,925 FM 1774. It's set up to take place there in Magnolia. It's the second Saturday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's open to all automotive and motorcycle enthusiasts. Bring it on out there, family friendly. Event that encourages respectful behavior as usual. And then you got a car meet at 403 Eats next Sunday in Tomball, Texas. 403
Wait a minute. Eats.
Eats. Car
Spell
meet,
that.
EATS.
Really?
Eats,
403.
Just like it
Eats.
sounds.
Just like it sounds. 403 FM 2920 in Tomball. Speed Bump Classic is hosting the car meet. So get on out there.
Speed Bump Classic.
Speed Bump Classics at the 403 Eats.
I like it.
Yep.
Clever stuff. I got a couple of stories that I wanted to throw in here before we end the show today.
Okay.
As automakers tout the software-defined vehicle transition, which seems to be the new thing now, infotainment and connectivity remain the least reliable parts of the vehicle. Owners experience persistent issues connecting their mobile phones to their cars, for instance, according to a survey released this month. Additionally, 58% of owners who had received an over-the-air update said they perceived no noticeable difference in their vehicle, according to a 2026 U.S. vehicle dependability study from J.D. Power. Only 27% of those who obtained over-the-air updates said their experience was improved. They didn't say by how much. Automakers anticipate over-the-air updates will be a key revenue generator via subscriptions. Yeah, that's coming.
man.
You want your car updated? Oh, that's going to cost you, $600 a year.
Yeah.
Not.
Well, OnStar
Betting
tried
that-
to do
huh?
OnStar does that for renewal.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Betting that drivers will pay for software updates beamed into the vehicle over Wi-Fi or cellular. The central infotainment display is supposed to be the portal to access seamless native navigation and entertainment. Ultimately, drivers should be able to install applications from a broad web of developers. So, you want to...
So anybody's going to be able to get into your car.
Basically, if you say, yes, I want to buy that, yes, you're right. Just like your cell phone.
Yeah. Now mine has updates, but it's through General Motors. But they update certain things in the vehicle
Right now.
every
Right
6 months, 90
But,
days.
3 years from now,
Right.
you're going to say, hey, Jeff, if you want to stay up to date on all of the updates
your
on
mapping
your car,
and all that. Yep.
yeah, then you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah. And you got multiple suppliers that you can choose from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your phone
There's
service.
something to
Yeah.
scratch your head about.
Ugh.
Huh?
He's scratching his head.
Yeah. Head, not your hair, because you don't have any of that.
hey,
Well, that's
hey.
why I was scratching here. You know,
You know,
Okay,
I
yeah.
still carry a comb. I just can't part with it.
Go ahead, Morris. We'll just turn you up. Go ahead.
oh, sorry.
No, it's good. I liked it. That was
Making fun of me, will you?
recordable. The findings published February 12th are a sobering reminder that the auto industry may have to iron out some kinks before delivering the software-defined vehicle revolution. You think? Mm-hmm. Public software snafus have characterized the push toward SDVs, sounds like a disease, across manufacturers. Ford, for example, had to issue several recalls in 2025 related to backup camera software, blank instrument cluster displays, and other problems. Toyota and Lexus recalls covered backup camera issues that stemmed from software in 2025. Honda recalled a set of Accord hybrids because of a software error. GM recalled some Cadillac Lyric EVs because of software glitches that impacted the instrument cluster displays. In the J.D. Power survey, infotainment had 56.7 problems per 100 vehicles. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The
it's
next
over half.
most problematic category was exteriors, with 27.5 problems per 100 vehicles. Other categories included climate, driving assistance, and powertrain. More than 33,000 original owners answered questions about their 2023 model year vehicles after 3 years of ownership. The biggest connectivity complaints. Respondents complained about problems with the Bluetooth connectivity, wireless charging pads, and automaker app connectivity. Can you get a car today that doesn't have that stuff?
I
You
don't
can get a
believe so.
car. Obviously, the cars had multiple computers in it, mainly for the engine, and there are some things on the interior. But the add-ons, for instance, like Blue Cruise.
Well, yeah, it's
well,
probably
that-
part of a package.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an
But
option.
you know
And-
as well as I do that piece of software is in that car. It just hasn't been activated.
Well, yeah, because you hadn't paid for it.
Correct.
But like the wireless charging pad, not every car has that yet.
Well, my car certainly doesn't.
Yeah,
have
mine
it.
does. Yeah, mine has it.
Well, no, either. But I just had one that did not have one. It was a stripper model, and it didn't have a wireless charging pad. I had to find a cable and plug my phone in.
Well, darn it.
Well, it's,
Well, no, it
it's-
just
again,
it was
it's,
unexpected in this day and age.
it's your
Well,
levels.
especially in the cars in the press level. I'm sorry.
It's your
Jim.
trim levels. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Right.
You want it, you got to get it upgrade to this trim level. You want a sunroof, you got to go upgrade to that trim level. So it's all part of the steps.
Yeah, it's like my wife's car. I wanted the big backup camera screen in the dash when we bought it. Well, it was the package to get that. You got the sunroof and you got the V6 motor and several other things I didn't necessarily want,
Right.
but
You
to
got-
get the whole thing. To get
You couldn't
to get
order
the-
it separately?
No, that was if you got that. That's the way it came.
I bet you they don't do that anymore.
I don't know. That was a few years ago,
Yeah. What year is that car?
2015.
Oh.
Several years ago. Mike, that's a generation ago.
And if you look at the brand and the model, that's like 2 generations ago.
Well, what the hell is it? What did you buy in
It's a
Edsel?
Kia Sorento. I mean,
Kia
it's brand
Sorento.
new.
Oh my
Well,
God.
hey, if it's lasting 11 years, you've taken care of it.
Oh, she's still the only
Yeah.
there's no reason to get rid of it. She loves it, so it's
Well,
going to roll on.
You're her shade tree mechanic, so keep it up.
Yeah, she
That's
put me
the
out
shady
in the
tree
shade. That's
mechanic. The shady tree mechanic. So, Mr. Barnes, what are you going to get another car? Are you going to have another car next week?
Yes. So next week it's the Ford F-150 that I had.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a Mustang right now. I was supposed to have the big 350 Ford, but it got smacked. So I got a Mustang convertible GT instead.
Well, darn it.
Yeah, they called and said, "Do you mind if we bring this to you?"
Do
And I
you
said,
mind?
kidding
Please
me?
bring it.
I'll pay extra for it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Well, yeah. So you're going to take Becky out in the convertible?
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
And where are you
Good for
going?
you.
So I want to know all about that. Where are you going?
Well, we don't go too
Beaumont?
far, but we take her out to dinner one evening. The weather's been really nice. I'm going to drop the top down and hopefully take a little
Get some
cruise.
wind in what used to be your hair?
Well, mainly in her hair a little bit because mine don't blow so good anymore.
Just take a comb.
That's right. Take the comb. My God.
So yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
And how about
you.
you, Jeffrey?
I don't have a convertible.
No, well, that's what happened to your hair.
I just burned
It blew
right
it all
off.
away.
Yeah, you blew it right off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, he probably doesn't want me to say this, but I will say this. Jeff has a new hairstyle,
Oh, yeah.
and it's looking pretty sharp.
You like
actually.
it?
Yeah, I do.
I just totally give you a number 2 and shaved it off. It's summertime. I had just gets in my eyes. all the
It gets in
time.
your eyes. Yeah. I think that the next thing is going to be that he is going to wind up with one of those shaved heads, just completely
A
bald.
tattoo of hair on my head.
A tattoo of hair.
Yeah.
I think
A
they do
wavy
that in prison, don't
curly.
they?
I don't know that. How would you know?
I don't know. I've seen pictures though.
But
My luck, I would go to the tattoo parlor and say, I want to tattoo the hair on, and it would say HAI.
Or HARE.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I don't use the hair dryer anymore. All my hair, I put up all my hairsprays and all my hair gels and all that. So
Did you?
Cleaned out a whole room.
gonna say it.
whole room. Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to take a little break. We'll be back here on the In Wheel Time
With
Car
more
Talk Show
fashion.
right after this break. The Easter Bunny's coming to the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. And you're invited too. Bring the kids and grandkids. It's a cruise in like you've never attended before.
With a donation to Shirley's Kids, you'll get a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be coffee and adult beverages, plus chili pepper trophies for the best hot rod, best modern classic, and best classic. There's no entry fee and no registration. Just bring your ride and the kids. Bad bunnies aren't allowed, but the Easter Bunny will be there, and he'll be full of joy to help make this Tailpipes and Tacos a very special one. Photo opportunities abound. The In Time Car Talk Show will be streaming around the globe, and you could be selected to tell your car story to a global audience. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In Easter Edition, Saturday, April 4th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, located on 99 the Grand Parkway, just south of I-10, the Katy Freeway in Katy. Make plans now. Lupi Tortilla, eats pretty good.
Houston, get ready. Team Gilman is hosting a mega car meet at the North Complex. Acura, Mazda, Subaru. We're collaborating with the Car Meet Network, so you know it's going to be crazy.
And that's not all. We're going to be raffling off 6 cars to be sold at $1,000 each. See below for more details.
You're not going to want to miss this, Houston. March 14th. We can't wait to see you here.
Well, that's all for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at inwheeltime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, event, road trip, or tall tale you'd like to tell us, feature on the show, let us know. Our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Wheel Time app and website. Grab a podcast from your favorite podcast store. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In Wheel Time video coordinator is we always need more Jeff Zeke. The booking agent and video editor, Mike Out of This World Mars, and chief engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks to our weekly show contributors, Jeff Heitzman and George Skelton. Have a great, safe weekend, and so long for now. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production, and I'm not Johnny Olson.